Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time since I posted a YouTube video, and I'm back. While I was away, I became a graduate. So did she.
Let's
Clock
back.
it.
Look it.
All right, and I'm back, and I'm back with a guest. She has been here before.
I have.
Actually, she has, and she's here again to dish out another, to dish out more wisdom.
Amen.
And you don't want to miss it, so you must watch to the end. So just a quick introduction.
My name is Salam Ebunoluwa Salaam. Yeah.
And CEO of Choice Fashion of anyways.
Yes.
So today we have
Choice Fashion and Beauty. Thank you.
today we have something very important to talk about, which I believe every young person who wants to live responsibly must watch. But we don't want to make the video just like the casual video. We're going to be very relaxed so that you feel at home, so that you not also feel judged. You get that? So that you not also feel judged, and
So that you enjoy it very well.
and exactly. So like I said, we believe that everyone that is going to live responsibly, every young person who will live responsibly needs to
Be accountable.
exactly and watch this video.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe, share, like,
And comment.
All right. So now to business. Let's start with our first question.
Okay.
Now, must I be accountable?
As a person,
Yes,
an individual.
as a person, as an individual, as a young person. Why should I be accountable?
Okay. Is the question, must I be accountable? Why should I be accountable?
Must I be accountable?
Okay. So if you want to live responsibly, it's very important that you are accountable. So we have different temperaments. We are like different humans. Some people can be very careless with themselves or careless with themselves. And when I say careless, not because they are intentionally careless, but like we have some people that are very, very playful, and then we have some people that are very, very serious. Not because of anything serious, or like that's just their temperament, and that's just the kind of person or the kind of people that they are. So it's important either ways, whether you're a serious person or you're not a serious person, it's very important that you are accountable, because we have people that have gone ahead of you. You have people that have gone ahead of you who have seen life, who have treaded on a path that you are now navigating into. And so it's very important that you listen to advice. The Bible says that in the multitude of counsel
there is
there is safety. So it's important that you are accountable. I know that there's that thing that, oh, I'm now a big girl, or I'm a big boy, or I've grown up. Why should I be accountable? What's the essence of being accountable? But the truth is that there's nobody that's, even in this life, like even people that have gone ahead of us, we hear people say that, oh, I was with one of my fathers, and you're like, you know your father already.
Exactly.
I was one of my fathers, and he told me this. I was trying to navigate this thing. So it's very important that you are accountable. If you want to live a responsible life, you want to live a life that will please the Lord, it's important that you are accountable.
Actually, and one of the things that accountability does, it helps you stay on track.
Yes.
It helps you stay on track. It helps you to live responsible. Because when you want to do something, there's someone that I'm going to report to. There's someone that cares so much about me, and I would not want to do this that will not only hurt the person, but also
Make the person proud of you.
exactly. So it's very, very important that you have to be accountable. It helps you not to make rubbish decisions, really rubbish decisions.
Yeah.
So that's that on that. Now I think this
And I feel like it makes you aware that people are counting on you, and people are expecting so much from you. So you're not just navigating, like you're not just going. You have that consciousness that, oh, people are counting on you. People are like, basically.
actually, I know there's this thing that this is. So much is even much is expected. So much is expected of you. That's why you have to be accountable.
Yeah.
So that your life can be worthy of emulation by people that will be coming after you.
Yeah.
So that's just it. All right. So the next thing we'll be moving. The next question is, why should I have a mentor?
Okay.
Yes.
I think that question is like very, very, should I say, um, is a repeated question, especially in this day and time, in our generation. That is even important. Why should I have a mentor? But I think that the word mentor is now, I think there is no proper meaning or proper understanding of the word mentorship. And that's why many people feel like it's not important or it's not necessary to have a mentor. And one of the reasons why people are discouraged to have a mentor or to have mentors is because of the, should I say, there's a, should I say, entitlement. I've had people who have experienced such entitlement in mentorship and mentorship relationship, basically, where because you did not tell me this, like I'm angry at you as your mentor. Why would you not tell me this? Things like that. So it gets very complicated, or it has gotten very complicated in this age and time. I mean the mentorship quotes. But either ways, it is very important to have a mentor. Now, who is a mentor? A mentor is somebody that guides you in a particular field of life. That is how simple it is. So you can have many mentors.
I was about to. That was actually one of my questions. Like, how many mentors can I have?
You can have many mentors.
You can have career mentor. You can have a business mentor. You can have an education. That has to be like the education line. You can have spiritual mentor.
Yeah.
But in every of the mentorship that you have, the goal of everything is that you have someone that will walk you through that path, such that you will not make mistakes that others have made.
Yeah.
Do you get? So that's why you should have a mentor.
Yeah.
So let's now talk about this. But another thing I want us to talk about, difference between mentors or mentor and spiritual father, because that is like a something that a lot of the difference that a lot of people have failed to know the difference. So who is a mentor? Who is a spiritual? Because the line is very thick. It's not like it's a thin line. It's very, very thick.
Yeah, it's a thick
It's a
one.
very thick line where people think it's a thin line. So we need to now explain who is a mentor, who is a spiritual father.
All right. First Corinthians 4,
Okay.
verse 15, where Apostle Paul was speaking to the Corinthians. He says that for though you might have 10,000 instructors in Christ, yet you do not have many fathers. For in Christ Jesus I have begotten you through the gospel. So a spiritual father is, when you look at the concept of fatherhood, someone that nurtures, someone that raises, someone that covers, is a shield to you. So that is who a spiritual father is. Mentors imitate certain traits
Yeah.
of that of a spiritual father. But when you're speaking of a spiritual father, you're talking about total submission to the person. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's not like Jesus Christ is coming to the world to be your spiritual father, but it's just that you have much more guidance in your area of purpose, basically. So your spiritual father can tell you to leave a mentorship relationship.
Yes.
Yes, your spiritual
Actually.
father can tell you that I need you to leave this relationship. So, and that's why if you're making mistake with any relationship that you're making, you can make mistake with mentorship. No, I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying that spiritual father,
It's not something like
don't put yourself into something that you cannot pay for or that you cannot, basically, because a spiritual father, I feel like what happens with spiritual fathers, how I got my spiritual father, why I got informed about my spiritual father, I think that was, what year is this?
this 2025.
Oh, it was last year, 2024. That's when I discovered who my own spiritual father was. I was praying and I was not even praying about spiritual father. I was just like so interested in this particular ministry. And I'm like, oh my God, imagine me and my husband like this. That kind of feeling. I was so excited that, oh my God. So because the Lord has seen that, oh, I was interested in this ministry. I was interested, like I was not just looking at their ministry, I was looking at their way of life, their parenting, the way they like the way they grew, like the way they nurtured their children. I was looking at their businesses. I was looking at I was looking at basically every area of their life, and I was like oh my God, like I really really wanted to be them. Do you understand?
Yes.
So and then so it was at that point that the Lord told me that this person is your spiritual father, not them, oh, somebody else. And I'm like, I don't even know these people. Why would you tell me that this person is my spiritual father? I just listen to them. And it's like occasionally, when you are using your YouTube video, probably to listen to podcasts or to listen to messages, and then there's a message that you wanted to
Listen to.
listen to, and this person is the one that preached on this message, or you got
Yeah.
interested with the title. I mean, you got interested in the title
Yeah.
of that video. So that's the only way that I have stumbled on these people, and now you're telling me that these are my
Spiritual
spiritual parents.
parents.
So yeah, spiritual. Don't make mistake with your spiritual parents. So I think that with that, I've explained that there's a difference between your spiritual parent and or your spiritual father. Let me just say spiritual father. Your spiritual father and your mentor. So your mentor instructs you in a particular field of life,
Yeah.
and your spiritual father is like an head. Is like a head, a covering over you. He does not want you to fail in life. He doesn't want you to fail in purpose. He doesn't want you to fail in career. He doesn't want you to fail in marriage. He doesn't want you to fail in relationship. So he literally covers every aspect of your life, basically.
So, and we're going to then the next question is how do you choose a mentor? But I'm going to say this, which will also answer which might also give
Might lead to that
to the yes.
question.
So, spiritual father has authority over your life,
Yeah.
just like your biological parent does.
Yeah.
So they determine they can say this is what I want you to do, and you have to submit like totally just the same way you will submit to your parent.
You know your parents can even say, ah, mommy, nah, let's this like this. Your spiritual father, ah,
Because it's not talking from a place of this is talking from a place of what God
yeah.
has asked him to do upon your
Except
life.
except that there might be excesses sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes, so you can just calm down. If he says something, I mean, spiritual. We have done these classes where spiritual parents mislead people. That's why I mentioned initially that make sure it's the Lord that points you to this person. Make sure it's the Lord that points you to this person. Many people can be mentors, but not everybody can be a spiritual father.
Actually,
Many people can be mentors, but not everybody can be a spiritual parent. Please. So yeah, continue.
so before you choose a mentor or even a spiritual father, you must pray about it.
Yeah.
Life is spiritual.
Of course.
Whether you're okay now, let me not talk about this. There's a particular story that I saw on Instagram, a video I watched on Instagram, and now this video aligns to this what we're saying. This girl, she's a writer, and because she's a writer, she writes stuff. Yeah, and her mentor is not a Christian. Now she's writing a Christian romance book, and she reached chapter 2, and then she was skeptical about showing her mentor to read it because she felt like her mentor is not a Christian. So she was very skeptical. She likes my mentor stand on because she's not a Christian. She's not someone that likes to hear about God or something. And then when she showed her mentor, the mentor was like, wow, this there's something about this story and like it draws her closer to God. And she was like, where's chapter 3? That's to show you how interested her mentor was. But now that's very beautiful. When I read the comment section, particular question, someone asked a particular question that's very, very important. Why then did you choose a non-Christian mentor? And then she said something. She said, because of the pattern of excellence that she sees in the life of that person as regards that field. That was why she chose that woman as a mentor. But at the same time, that excellence is very, very important. But at the same time, your mentor has a covering over you. And whoever you choose as a mentor determine how far you go and how well you will go. Because like you said, not everybody can instruct you, not everybody can even like father you spiritually. Now, if you are going to choose a mentor, God has to be involved.
Yeah.
You said something that I want to actually say more about it.
Okay. A mentor should be somebody that can be identified with you.
Like, yeah.
When I say someone that can be identified with you, you know that the first thing and the most important thing about you is that you're a Christian. So when you say that this person is my mentor, when people hear that, oh, this person is your mentor, they're already thinking that, oh, I see you, I see how much you love God, I see how much you are particular about this particular field of life. And then you say, he mentors me in career, and you're like, oh, you're such an excellent person. That means this person must have so much of God's grace in this area of life or in this aspect of life. So I think that that person should have not been a mentor. It could be a coach. Now she can go to the person for advices. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? If the person is a critic or this, the concept of mentorship is that the person It's also a covering. It's one of your covering in this particular or in this particular field or in this particular um I think field is English.
Yes, field. Let's just use field.
Field is English. So if you're saying that this person mentors you, I think you mentioned what's linguistics. Is that what she read or was she? What does person mentor her
No, writing.
in writing? Okay,
Yes,
so the person mentored her in
writing.
writing. God must be seen in everything that you do. Literally, it's just the truth. It cannot be overemphasized. It can't be overemphasized. You are identified with Christ. This video is speaking to Christians. You're going to have a mentor. It must be somebody that you can proudly be identified with.
Yes,
Basically.
and I'm going to talk about this pandemic. It's the pandemic of young people wanting to choose their mentors from someone that they see online that is very very popular or influencers. Now, is it bad to want to have a mentor, a popular influencer as your mentor? No, it's not bad. But what's about mentorship relationship, mentor-mentee relationship is that your mentor must be someone that you have access to.
Yes.
Someone that can call you to order about the particular thing.
Direct instructions.
Direct instructions. You cannot. I see some people post some celebrity posts on Instagram. When I take comment section, I'm saying my mentors are. This person doesn't even know that you exist in the first place. I'm sorry, but of course he doesn't know that you exist. You just keep saying my mentor, and you will say that person my mentor, and then I ask you your mentor like how do you guys talk? No, because you can have role models, you can have people that you look up to, and then they model that thing that you want to see in your life or whatever field that you are working in, whatever path that God has called you to. But that does not essentially mean that they are your mentor. You need to draw the line. You should not label everyone as this is my mentor, this is my mentor. No.
Anybody that wants a big person to instruct them, you can notice or you can tell somebody something about them is that they they are not people that can be easily submissive. Because the reason why you're looking for big titles or big people to mentor you is because you are not a submissive person. Because you would not easily listen to just anybody until they wear a crown. And not just a crown, an obvious one that
That
the world
everybody
can
can
see.
see.
And it's not a good character to build up or to live up with.
Actually.
I'm wearing green, everywhere is green. I hope you can see the sha.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes, so if you are going to pick a mentor, as she has said, it should not be somebody that you don't have access to. It should not be somebody that cannot directly instruct you. See, if you have issues with your mommy saying something to you and you're listening, or your sibling saying that this thing that you did, you should do it like this, you have to first correct yourself first. I mean that people should be able to talk to you before looking for big people to mentor you.
Actually.
Basically,
And another thing is, you see that that's a disturbing them. Is can you mentor me, sir? Can you mentor me, sir? Like, bro, don't see. I said, bro, there are people that God has placed in your life that are around you that have that thing that you need, but because they are not celebrity, they don't have media presence. You now begin to look inward, look at the people that God has placed around your life, look at the people that God has placed in your corners, and submit to these people. I mean, ask them to mentor you. Stop chasing around those influencers and celebrities and asking them to mentor you. Many of these people will not have your time
yeah.
because they have so many things ongoing. They even have
Mentees.
they have mentees, exactly. They will not have, they cannot have your time.
Yeah.
Now that's why you not be hurt if they are not giving you the attention that you think you need. So you should not even be hurt in the first place because you know the kind of person that they are. You know how busy our schedules can be. So you look around you. There are people that God has placed the wisdom that is needed. Exactly. Look around you. Look at what. Let them mentor you.
Yeah.
And stop chasing that about. Just stop chasing the celebrities and popular
And
influencers. Exactly. I feel like those people that are actually doing that, they not really want mentor. They want someone that they can be people that they can say, ah, this
And
person
then can be identified with.
exactly, so that the people that know that
That's why I said that they are not submissive people
exactly,
naturally.
so that people can know that they are very very, they're also in town, they know somebody. And like Apostle Lazarus said, it is a trauma effect. It's a trauma effect because you want you feel like you have not accomplished something unless it has to do with something that everybody can see and everybody knows. It is a trauma effect if you do not know. So that is very, very important. You need to know that. Now, moving to the next question: how do you think a mentor can help you achieve your goals or overcome challenges?
And it's very easy. Submit to your mentor. Tell your mentor your challenges. Tell
Yeah.
your mentor your goals. Because I believe that that's what your mentor will ask. What do you want to achieve in this particular area? Some mentors even ask you beyond a field. I mean, especially those mentors that don't worry. So yeah, they ask you what do you want to achieve, what do you want to do, what are your challenges. Mentors always ask, are you facing any challenge? And some mentors don't ask directly; they just tell you to be open with them. What's on your mind? My mentor asks me a lot. What's on your mind right now? What are you working on? There's just a way that my mentor. Thank you so much. There's just a way that my mentor does communicates with me that makes me just openly express my challenges and my goals, things I would like to achieve, and then it puts me through, basically.
And so a mentor can help you in so many ways. First of all, before you even choose a mentor, you need to be clear about what you want. I remember when one of my mentor, when I went to meet her, that, okay, ma, I want you to mentor me. And she asked me, what do you see in me that made you
Come to
that
me.
made you come? There's something that you saw that you know that you have this thing that I need. That is why you came to me. She asked me, give me an assignment, write it down. What is God saying about your life? Because God can be saying something about your life that does not even align with what the person is doing. So okay, we have to both be clear on this, because I cannot keep pointing into some. Yes, she cannot point to someone that at the end of the day it's not what God wanted in the first place. So what is God saying about your life? What is that thing that you see in me? What is that thing that you feel that by my mentorship you'll be able to achieve? So there were those things that were clear from the beginning. So I didn't just enter because of vibes, or I want just want to do. No, we were clear. So this is what she even asked me to write, okay, because we give ourselves a timeline. By the end of a year, what is that thing that you want to have achieved?
I see this.
What is that thing that you want to have achieved by the end of this year? So those are the things that, okay, this will keep us on track. Okay, so I know that this whole mentorship thing, I'm not playing about it. So there are so many ways a mentor can help you to achieve your goals and overcome challenges. And many times, or in all times, I feel like your mentor sees beyond what you see. They see even further than you see. So there is something that you have that you may not know, and then they see that you have that potential, and then they help you to
Yeah,
bring it out to the fullest
yeah,
expression.
true.
They help you to bring that, and you're like, oh my god, wow, thank you man for they are seeing something in you that you yourself are not seeing in
And
the
then they
first
give you
place.
an instruction, go for this, do this
Exactly.
thing. Yeah,
Exactly. So
challenge yourself.
they help you to that is why mentorship is very, very important.
Such a
Like I was reading a particular post on LinkedIn one time, and the guy wrote that what makes you not repeat the mistakes that people that have gone ahead of you have made is when you meet them and then they teach you how to go, because you don't have to learn from experience.
Yes, you don't have to
You
learn
can
from
learn from
experience.
people's experience.
Yes.
So that is what mentorship does, so that you will not have to
Make the same mistake
make the
and
same
lose
mistake.
time, waste time. Yeah,
Exactly. So you also give give you track of time, like makes you faster.
yeah.
What you're supposed to achieve, what it took your mentor to achieve in 10 years,
Yes, there
with
is speed
proper
for you.
guidance, can take you 5 years to achieve it. So that is very, very important that you have a
It's a
mentor.
beautiful
So
relationship
the see this
to have.
mentorship also cannot be overemphasized.
Yeah.
Cannot be overemphasized. So now the next thing, how do you approach finding a mentor, and what steps would you take to establish a mentorship relationship?
Sorry, come again.
How do you approach finding a mentor, and what steps would you take to establish a mentorship relationship? So how do you approach finding a mentor? I think
We answered.
we spoke about that. I think what we should answer is, what step would you take to establish a mentorship relationship?
So you ask, like you
Yes,
mentioned,
yes,
that she remembered when she wanted to have somebody mentor her. She
yes.
she asked that, oh, I want you to be my mentor. So you ask, go ahead to ask. As long as you are sure about this person, go ahead to ask. I want you to mentor me. There are some instances that you feel restricted to ask. Don't ask. Just just what will be the English now? Just do your thing. Do the mentorship. make it informal. The reason I'm saying this is because there are some mentors that they don't like you asking them to be their mentor.
Okay.
They want to see that there is a proof. Okay, let's just give this instance. I started acting like you're my mentor. I'm asking you questions about this thing. You are answering me. I'm telling you my challenges. You are answering me. You are always there. Do you understand? And then I
Yes.
suddenly ask you that, please, can you be my mentor? Do you understand? So the reason why I say you should go for it first, majorly, so that you can be sure that you want this person to mentor you. Do you understand? So that you can be sure. Ask this person these questions. See if this person can actually answer your
That's true.
questions.
You don't just go there and say, I want to be my mentor.
Yes, see if this person, it means that the person must have been helping you before time. Before you just say, I want to be. My own mentorship relationship did not happen like that. But I'm telling you that you should do your own like that, because it would help you to be confident that, oh, you didn't just choose. Do you understand? For my own mentorship relationship, I needed a mentor at that point. Like, I really, really, okay, I have more than one mentorship relationship, to be sincere. But then, as at that point, I needed a mentor in this particular area, or in this particular field. Do you understand? And then I was just telling the Lord that, God, please, I need a mentor in this particular area. And then somebody came to minister at a place, and the Lord said, that's your mentor. And then I was like, what are we doing here? What is all of this? So I just entered the person's game. I mean, I was restricted after all, like, by does it even make any sense? Something like that, basically. And so I was convinced, like, after like 3 days, I was like, let me just pick my phone and just tell this person. So what I told the person was that I want a mentor in this particular field, and it means that this is for a particular season. The Lord told me that He will mentor me, but I need you to confirm.
Oh, the confidence level.
But I need you to confirm. So it was not like as if I was just like, mentor me, please mentor me, please mentor me. Of course, if it takes please mentor me, please mentor me, after that you know that the Lord needs. But I mean, I was just like, what kind of thing is this? I just had to tell the person that I need you to confirm. So in case you go and you pray and say, it's a lie, oh, you not hear well, I'll go and say, God, they said I not hear well, oh. So it was just like, I think I was using it to train how
Yeah, God.
I ate God,
Okay.
basically. So yeah.
Another thing is that once what is mentorship is not forced. You cannot force mentorship.
Yeah.
You cannot force it.
Both parties.
It is both parties have to be fully committed to mentorship.
Yeah.
Because there are kids that are trying to, like, okay, do this, and then but the other party is not giving you the full energy, is not showing interest and the likes.
Yeah.
Like, so mentorship is not forced. You cannot force it. Another thing is this: as maybe someone you want to mentor someone, you can also force the other party.
Yeah.
Say, I want to mentor you. God has told me I'm going to mentor you. The
There's
person,
somebody that the Lord even told me that I was going to mentor. I think mid last month, and I'm like, send the person to me. Do you understand? Like, it was so consistent. I was seeing this person in my dream. I was not, as I dream, I was seeing this person. Hope
yeah,
it's
yes,
not enough.
no, they're not.
I was seeing this person me Oju Banga too. Like, when I say like visions that, and I was seeing, I'm like, this thing, like, everything was just mirroring that, oh, you are mentoring this person. That was what the pictorial
That's what's the pictorial
that's the pictorial representation of what I
okay.
was saying, basically. So, and see now, I've not even met the person. I've not even spoken to the person in a very long time. The very long time is not like the beginning of this year. And I've just been waiting. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So as soon as I hear starts, I don't have to ask you, do you want me to mentor you? Do you understand? And I don't have to tell you I want to mentor you. I'll just start. Just, how are you? Oh, have you done this? Okay. Hope you are fine. First build the relationship.
Yeah.
Help the person in this particular. Before you know it, the person warms up to you. I want you to mentor me. You understand? And even if the person does not end up saying it, the point is that the Lord has had you do what He wants you to do with the person.
And that's so you just basically come from it. The mentee has to have an open heart, has to see you as one, has to see you as one that can
It
submit
doesn't
to.
have to be formal. It doesn't have to be serious.
The person has to see you as
do your work.
The person also has to see you as one that when this person speaks to me concerning that I can obey, I can listen.
Yeah, over time, yeah.
Exactly. So that is just it. So mentorship is not forced. Now, so the next question: what are the key responsibilities of a mentee in a mentorship relationship?
Okay. The both parties.
No,
I
of a
think
mentee.
okay, of the
Of a
mentee.
mentee.
So the key responsibility of a mentee would be submission.
Yeah.
You must learn to be submissive, basically. And I think one of the things that we also mentioned, accountability. You
Yeah.
must be accountable. You don't be submissive, be accountable. I feel like being submissive also covers that you are respectful, because submission is quite a, should I say, a big word, or it compasses of a lot of characters, a lot of qualities. Because
Okay.
if you are
Sure.
submissive, it means that you are respectful. So when we are saying submissive, we're not saying a percentage of submission. You're not submissive according to how you want to be submissive, or according to how you deem fit to be submissive. So you are submissive because you know that you are supposed to be
So
submissive. So one key responsibility of a mentee in a mentor and mentorship relationship,
yeah.
is submission. Be very submissive. If your mentor says, okay, can you come, say, oh, all right. Be very, very submissive. Be
Yes.
ready to learn. Be ready to unlearn, and be ready to relearn. So if you have learned on a particular thing and your mentor is saying, go and learn on love, and like, love was the first thing I actually studied on. Why are you telling me to go back on love? Well, depending on the relationship depending on the field that your mentor is mentoring you, basically.
Yeah, and to add to that, yeah, there are cases that your mentor may be wrong, but you do not approach your mentor with you are wrong. I'm not going to do it. They are you. So you need wisdom as well, even as a mentee, to be able to deal with your mentor. You need wisdom. You need to know how to handle some matters, and you need to also know how to. This one will lead to the next question: how to take criticism. And this one I'm going to talk about. You also need to honor. Honor is a very, very important thing. Honor your mentor.
Please honor your
Honor your
mentor.
mentor because
It will be very easy for things to flow through you when you honor your mentor. Like, it's become very easy. You just begin to realize that, oh, in this particular field I'm excelling in many aspects. It's because of honor. So honor opens so much door for you. Honor your mentor. Your mentor sneezes like this, you say, oh, I just saw that you sneeze. I'm just saying that be acknowledging, reference your mentor. It's very important. My generation does not know honor.
exactly we do not know honor.
Yeah, and I think it's just because they are scared of the excesses. That's why the most important thing is that be submitted to the right person. Be submitted to the right person. There are times that I've dishonored my mentor, and he did say that, you dishonored me. I was just like, Ebu, this thing that you did, are you okay? Does it make sense to you? That kind of thing. So you must honor, learn honor. The Lord will teach you honor. As you continue to walk with the Lord, one thing that would be evident in your life is the fear of God. And if you can fear God, you will fear the authorities that are above you.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes for some people that I've mentored, or that I've had conversations with, you see that whenever they are struggling with honor, one thing that the Lord teaches them, or one thing that the Lord returns them back to, is the fear of God. Because if you don't fear God, you might not even be able to respect people, or even the people that God has
Sure.
placed above you. Yeah.
So you need to honor your mentor. Honor is very, very important. And let me see, yes sir, yes sir.
It's not
Carrying
honor.
bags is
It's
not
not
honor.
honor. It's
Okay,
not
sir.
honor.
It's not honor.
It's not honor.
Those things are not honor.
They are
So
not
the
honor.
Lord will
Yeah.
actually teach you to honor.
Yeah.
So
Honor
honor
is from the heart. Honor is sincere. Honor is
very
love.
sincere.
Yes, honor is love. Honor is sincere. Honor is just pure. Honor is pure. Honor is not anything, or thinking like, oh, my mentor is proud. Like, honor does not involve anything like that. Honor is
Yeah.
pure. Honor is sincere. Yeah.
So when you honor your mentor, that fact, it will be a lot easier for you to receive
From him. Yeah.
from
Or
him
her.
or her.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now the last question: how do you handle feedback or constructive criticism from a mentor? Because I know a lot of young people, once you have said something, begin to flare out, begin to And there's a particular show that I watch. And before you answer the question, there's a particular show that I watched, and it's a recent show, Diary of a Kitchen Lover. I think it was the episode 1 or 2, one of those 2 episodes whereby the judge were giving critic critic reviews or criticism reviews, whatever, on the food that the contestants were cooking. And then one of those ladies, there are two. One cried, one was very emotional. The second one, she was like she was giving this vibe like,
I know what I made.
I know what I made.
I'm a good
like,
chef.
I don't
so
care.
if they don't like it, it's not my business. I watched that one.
It's
Yeah,
not my fault to pick the rhyme. Rice is not meant to be picked.
yes, rice is not meant to be picked. Yeah, I saw that one.
The way she was giving, like,
I saw it.
it was so off.
Yeah.
It was so awkward. So, and a lot of people are like that. So now,
Yeah.
how do you handle, and how do people handle constructive criticism for mentor? Because I believe that as a mentor, the mentor should be able to tell you what you did is not good without rubbing your head and say pele. So over to you. What do you think?
Yes, so I just feel like many people handle criticism in different ways, majorly according to their temperament. But the most important thing to take note of is that when somebody mentions a thing to you, go back and check. Go back and check. Sometimes your mentor might be speaking out of anger. Sometimes it's not as serious as it is. Sometimes it's as serious as it is. So you just need to be calm, be patient, and criticism can make you very mad. So it's important that when you are criticized or when you are corrected, you pray about it first. That's what I always do, because I can literally go. For me, how I handle criticism is that I go into my shell. Like, I feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm just a terrible person, because I criticize myself already. So when I say I criticize myself, I'm not saying that I always have. I'm just saying that many times when I look at my life, I'm always like, Ebu, you have to do this one. Ebu, you have to work on this one. So when you come to me and you say that, oh, one thing that I'm working on I'm not working on it. So yeah, it makes me feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and then I just find out that I go back into my shell. I just hide into my shell. So it's not a matter of, oh, you need to change how you feel or you need to change how you handle. It's just that their temperament. Do you understand? And many people receive criticism in different ways. But the most important thing is that you must learn to be corrected, and not just be corrected, act on whatever you are corrected on. So don't just run away from it. Just calm down, pray about it before you even respond. Sometimes whenever I'm criticized about something, I just say okay. I know that we're talking about mentorship criticism,
Yeah.
but I would like to also mention that anybody that cannot advise you, anybody that cannot cheer you on, should not criticize you. So don't accept criticism from people that you cannot accept advice or you cannot be encouraged by, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very, very important that when you want to choose a mentor, you choose someone that is very, very interested in your life,
Intentional about you.
someone that is really, really interested in your life, someone that really wants to see you grow, someone that is ready to give in his or her all, her time, resources, to ensure that you are growing, and then ensure that you are becoming all that God wants. So I feel like it should be one thing of joy for every mentor is that the person you are mentoring is able to replicate much more result than you already have.
Yeah.
So if the person you're mentoring has not been able to replicate much more result, it might not even be in the visible one, maybe a particular grace of God in your life. Once the person is able to replicate that, or is beginning to walk easily, like, okay, now, so that is just it. God will help us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And also live responsibly, like I said, because one day you will also grow to mentor other people.
Yeah.
And one thing is that you do not. I want you to get this narrative of I have to have all the influence or the money before you mentor. No, you do not have to have all. God has given you something that a particular person around you might need, and then person comes to you, I want you to. So you don't have to see yourself as, okay, it's until I attain this particular eye, that's when I have the capacity to mentor somebody. No. Thank you again. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, share to friends, family, and everybody.